be looking at 6 steps to building a rock riff. And this really could be, the point of it is to learn how to write your own stuff, but it doesn't mean that it can't be applied to actually learning, you know, songs and stuff like that that you enjoy. Having more awareness of how things go, the genre that it's in, the tools that it utilizes, things like that, enable you to play better, to understand something a little bit better, and certainly to write better. And basically what I'm going to be doing here, these things that we're talking about, you're going to be able to leave today with some really valuable information to utilize in your playing, in your writing, all those sorts of things. And if you decide you want to study this a little bit further, you're going to be able to take a look at my rock rhythm course. I have a rock rhythm course that talks about all of this kind of stuff. It goes into great detail. It talks about a bunch of really great songs. It breaks down how they do, what they're doing, so you can use that stuff either just in your playing or in your songwriting. The reason that I came up with this idea, we talk about soloing all the time. I see people, you know, in the forums and things like that, the groups, talking about soloing. And I love soloing. Don't get me wrong. I have all kinds of courses on soloing. But I think, to go back to an old saying, the best soloists are the best rhythm players, I think it's really important that we spend some quality time understanding the art of rhythm playing. And rock rhythm covers so many different things, from acoustic, you know, stuff of the Eagles, which very much could be considered rock, to, you know, Metallica, to Iron Maiden, to you name it, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, so many different kinds of things. And so I thought, what the heck, let's make a guitar course that covers all of these different styles of rock rhythm, so to speak, and the development of the riff. And what I do tonight is talk about how to do that. Number one, this is really important, okay? Comfort is king. Now, we're going to talk about expanding your comfort level as well, but let's just talk about who you are today. Who you are right now as a guitar player, and you wanted to write some music, or you wanted to learn some riffs or some songs from your favorite artists and things like that, it's important to know who you are and what your comfort level is, okay? If you want to learn how to play something, this took me a long time to learn, because I am a fan of so many different styles of music that when it comes to writing, it's hard for me to really direct myself to a place that, you know, I'll go, well, today I'm going to play some blues, or and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you really want to understand what it is that you feel is your wheelhouse in terms of style and the technique abilities that you have. So let's say we were talking about open chords, which most people know, right? So I'm going to get a guitar tone here. Right, so we've got these open chords. Now, open chords lend themselves very well to kind of radio rock, folk music, things like that, right? So if I've got... But let's say those are the chords that I know, but I want to rock it out a little bit, right? I want to play some more AC/DC and things like that. Well, if we add a little distortion, which makes a big difference, and we start playing those open chords, but maybe we expand those to what I refer to as open power chords, which are open chords, but maybe we're deleting some of the notes. So let's say instead of, and again, everybody's different here. So if you do something different than I do, you play it with a different fingering or something like that, don't worry about any of that stuff, okay? It's okay. I'm just showing you my approach, all right? So let's say instead of playing a full A chord, I play an A power chord instead, which enables me then to kind of rock this tight kind of strum, okay? And let's say I go to a G. Instead of going to the full G, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first finger off, and I'm going to kill that fifth string with my middle finger. And then I'm going to go to a D chord, and I'm going to take my middle finger off, and I'm going to deaden out that first string. And with those 3 chords, you could play half the AC/DC songs out there, right? So, knowing your comfort zone, right? What chords are you familiar with? What chords do you like to play? What chords do you wish you could write with? That sort of thing.